Off the boot of Caroline Jouin, we are underway in the Cape Town decider. Levi will soar, misses it, and it lands for Chloe Pell. One of the only French players who knows what it's like to play in finals. In fact, the only one who's played both of France's previous finals. Here's Lily Dezout. Can't get around Smale and Tegan Levi. Through the hands for Nissen. Back she goes. Lefalfakosalia can't bring her in, but she gets the return ball, the offload falling in Australian hands instead. And this is where they are so lethal. They've started matches so well. Ashby for Levi. Tipped up by Jacquet. Nissen trying to get in there. Smale. Maddie Levi down this blind side. Grassino can't get her twinkle toes. The balance as well. She's got the full package, Madison Levi, and she shows up in the big moments.
Of course, Madison Levi is going to leave her mark on this match. You know, most players, when they get the ball, the first thing you do as a commentator is look up what's in front, where's the opportunity. When Maddie Levi gets the ball, you don't even look, you just know she'll find it. She'll find a way to get around. Grassino doing all she can. She was there defensively. She was set for it. Just couldn't quite make the tackle.
Conversion will go away, but it's Australia through Madison Levi. 8 tries for the weekend. Top of the log once more. Tegan Levi sends this down. It's the French captain, Carla Nissen, underneath this one. Here is Grassino. Jouin. France have got a couple of real flyers in their team. Here's one of them, just dragged down, Chloe Jacquet. And there's the other, and Cecile Silfani. Nissen is looking to run back into the traffic. Australia put so much pressure on. Jouin keeps the ball alive for Nissen. Takes 3 Australians. Look at Lefalfakosalia. She was on that in a flash, stolen away. And speaking of in a flash, here's Faith Nathan. Silfani's going to chase her, not going to get there, diving for the corner. And Australia punish France early. Faith Nathan scores.
Wow, how clinical was that of Australia? 1 minute they're in heavy defense mode, the next minute they've got that steal, that theatrical wail of the arm, showing the referee a clear release, and get straight back over on it. And fantastic pace down the edge. Oh, you got a feel for France. They really felt like they were pulling and pushing the Australian defense there, maybe asking some questions, but just couldn't keep hold of the ball.
2 tries in the opening 3.5 minutes for Australia. It's their 2 flyers, Levi and Nathan, on the score sheet, 10 points to 0. Nissen again. This time it's Ashby getting locked on it and just stealing it away. They are just ruling that breakdown at the moment. And here goes Shani Smale, the rainbow headgear, the veteran player. They are punishing at the moment.
Oh, wow, they are showing what you need to play in a cup final. You've got to start well, you've got to start fast, and you've got to start with intensity. Look at their France, they're trying to challenge that ruck. It's been a real development for Australia. Their breakdown work, and especially their counter-rucking as well. You know, you say to beat Australia, you've got to keep ball, you've got to hold on to it, but it's just so hard. Brilliant awareness and experience there from Shani Smiles.
Now, the rainbow headgear is an expression of happiness. It's a sense of belonging. It's a sense of hope. She's got that in that team. Happiness in spades for this Australian side. And she is the heart and soul of it. 15-0. Action replay. France just cannot get their game going at the moment. Grassino has to go backwards. There's Dezout.
Back.
Counter-ruck from Australia, and another one as well. It's rugged. And then trying to force a ball off the head. And there's more Aussie ball, there's more Aussie pressure, there's more Aussie jerseys, and there's going to be more Australian tries.
Oh, wow, Australia. They are punishing France. It is all Australia, and it is all excellent skills. Again, the breakdown. The trouble they cause, the counter-ruck coming in like we talked about. Getting that turnover is very little Chloe Pell can do. The only thing she can do when you've got a serious overlap like that is make the person with the ball make a decision. That's why she flies at her and tries to affect it, putting in the shot. But the Aussie skills, they're too good.
$22 points to nil. A first half clinic from Australia. Dezu. Grassy note have just been camped between the 22 and this 10-metre line. Jacquet tries to get them rolling forward. It's there for Grassino and Siofani. Pell playing in at first receiver. Nesson, big dummy, finds some room up the middle, looks for the support of Chloe Pell and finds it. A couple of the veterans coming together. Try and get some front foot ball for France, and here's the woman to get them on the front foot. Hands to Siofani, Levi chasing, Siofani trying to stretch, Levi coming at her, Siofani just enough.
Oh wow, what about that for a foot race? Two of the fastest women going toe to toe. And you feel if Maddie Levi had another 5 meters, I think she could have made that tackle and that turn. But here we see Siofani. What a fantastic player she's been for France. Just slicing through that ever so small gap between the wing and the link. Badly needed try for France.
Well, it's about the only mistake, and they didn't really make a mistake for Australia that did in this half. Just hung off for a little too long. Oh, Grassino's done well to win that back from Levi. Outleapt as well. Pell gets her knees to the ground, so Ashby has to release her. France, it's taken a while to get going, but now they finally have. Dezu trying to find a way through. Wrestled and still wrestling with Balanassa.
No.
Ball will have to come out for Nesson. It does so slowly. It's at walking pace at the moment. France. Jacquet again just forcing a ball. Forcing Glassino to go back, and Ashby rounds upon her. Pell's in support. They've lost about 40-odd metres, have France. They go again through Dezu. Nesson. Can't get past Tegan Levi. Spun to ground. It's dangerous for France. And now still just going backwards, and the pressure coming on from Australia. Pell. Tegan Levi on this one. Had to release it though, so penalty. Grassino will tap and go quickly. Nasser having to track back in one way, then the other. She's very isolated. Grassino, and just holds on, does Dezu. The return ball lands for Nasser, and Australia could hit here right before half-time. No, it's going to land for Nesson instead. Is she going to have the wheels? No. France, a minute 44 into extra time in this first half. Gut-busting. Player down and back play for Australia. Real concern as Siofani steps through one. Doesn't go through Kaslik though. Kaslik's defence is outstanding as always. Pell wrestling with Nasser. Real concern for one of the Australian players. Quite figure maybe Lefau Fakosalia will play on anyway and figure that out as we go. Now Siofani's down. Players scattered all over the Cape Town turf. The 7-minute half has now been going 9.5 minutes. Chloe Pell. Oh, big contact. Nasser and Nesson, who's able to stand in the tackle, pots the ball. Juran, Grassino, now it might open up for the French. No. Around the corner, Grassino, they've got numbers if they can get it. Siofani is almost limping to the line. She's going to get there, and France will eventually go in. Nearly 3 minutes into extra time in the first half. France get their second try.
Oh, wow. Pictures across the field now. It's as if the final whistle's gone. You've got players on the deck all round. That was a long half. Look at that big collision coming in there. France, I love that, going back to their DNA, their physicality, you know. That's what they're about. And they've managed to find a way to impose it on this game. It looked like it was slipping away from them, but they grasped and they've just got themselves back in.
Just checking something here. Just checking if there's a head here, and then
it's not this one.
It's not that one though. Apparently there's another one.
Okay, Maria, we've got a dangerous tackle by 12 Australia.
Yes.
Direct contact to the head, high level of danger. Recommendation would be a red card.
Well, that's Madison Levi, and that's going to be a red card.
12. Gold. Just confirming that it's number 12.
Oh, gold. That's
number 12 gold. That was not correct on the screen. It was not correct on the screen. There was a different thing from the TMO. Number 12 gold, direct contact with the head, high degree of danger, red card.
So a red card for Madison Levi as we get to half time. It's this one. Oh, here.
Time's back on.
Okay, leading with the shoulder. It is direct to the head.
Well, Australia, who had a near perfect 7 minutes, just fallen away a little bit, and still got a handy lead though, 22-12 at half-time in the final. Australia will play the second half of this final without their most prolific scorer, Madison Levi, red-carded late in the half with this shot here. And Australia, who were in command 22-0, they still have a 22-12 lead, but they play the second half with 6. Excuse me, 22-14, the lead for Australia as we get the second half underway through Tegan Levi. How does this change, Philippa?
Well, not only now have France playing against a team with a player down, but remember, France just scored last as well, so all the momentum was with them. They've got to take advantage of these opening few seconds.
Joanna Grise goes and tidies up. Yelin Yengo out there. Number 6 for France, Glassino. Oh, Nissan, here comes a big hit. Ridden back, playing Barona going own goalposts. So Drouin just does the sensible thing. She smacks it downfield. It's a hearty chase from Chloe Pell. Kaslik on the ball, getting back for Australia. It's finally going to come free. Tough work from the Aussies, really digging in here. Really compacted. Ashby looking to pop a ball for NASA. Gee, they're going to have to dig deep to hold on to this lead, and they get a penalty. Tap and go, Faith Nathan. Good hands, NASA. Ball spills down, and now it goes to ground.
Now, France very much dictating play there with that kick through. It brought all the Australian team into, like you said, that really compact zone. And it was all about the physicality. Again, France dominating that, bringing in that game. That's not the game that Australia want to play. They want to keep the space. They want to let the ball do the work.
Oh, this is a good player to be able to bring in, Bien Tarita.
Okay, the time is still off, but we will set up the scrum. Come closer, please, Australia.
She came to the fore in the final last week. Here's the walking wounded Demi Hayes. A little bit tense on the face, and as I say, really wish Demi well.
Time's back on. Coach. Bind. Set.
Yengo to feed the scrum, 10 metres on France's side of halfway with an overlap and a penalty. Tap and go for Yengo. 7 on 6. But it's France who are chasing the game. Nesson. Good carry forward from her. Dezu for Yengo. Now Joanne, Gracino. Australia sliding across, organised in defence. Gracino. Quick ball for Joanne. And now Dezu just straightening up through the line. Ashby's got hold of her, just trying to get that arm free eventually to ground, and that's gone a little high from Ashby. Just that last little hit as she pulled her in. France go quickly. Yen go for Gracino. They've got Grise wide again, just losing her footing. Keeping the ball alive. Support play from France is really good. They're pressing here. And now the crossfield kick from Joanne into the hands of Nessa. Nessa coming across. Carla Neeson into the corner. France get themselves right back into it.
Oh, Joanne there showing her 15s experience. Representing France at the World Cup. She is their fly half. Immensely talented to be able to cross over to the sevens game as well. She saw where the space was. She saw where the player was. Using her kicking skills. Crossfield, not something you often see in the game of sevens, but when it's executed like that, it makes you wonder why we don't use it more.
The hardest place in sevens for Maddie Levi at the moment. Joanne's conversion's going to stay wide, but there's just 3 in it now. 22-19.
And it was real credit to the Australian D that it forced France to have to kick because they knew they weren't going to get it with their hands. That was how good the sliding defence from Australia has been.
Joanne sends it up to restart, not back, and there's some ball for Australia. Will help their cause. 3 minutes to play, 3 points the difference. Trying to go around the outside, almost getting there too, was Caitlin Shave, the youngster, the sprint star. Kaslik, and finds a lovely hole and a brilliant ball for Ashby, just stopped by Gracino, or Ashby was gone. Nassa. Dom DeToy, all her experience will come to the fore. Here's Tarita. France just sticking some of these tackles.
No.
Pell has to release, and they get a penalty, Australia. That will help big time.
Yeah, it certainly would.
What do you want?
Badly needed breather now for Australia. Just regroup, get their messages across.
Use it now, please.
Australia finding some depths of their reserves at the moment. Neeson over this one, another penalty.
6.
Goes against the French. Letting Australia off the hook, and you can't do that too often because these players will make you pay. And Caitlin Shave, the high school sprint star, goes around the corner and streaks away for what could be a critical score.
Oh, that was huge for Australia. France, they're just trying to force it. Yes, you want to be desperate for possession, but they're trialling at rucks that have been lost already. They're giving away those penalties. Absolutely backing herself on that outside edge.
And so important to go in under the sticks as well. What a moment for a young player to shine in just her second tournament. And Australia go back out by 10. Just over a minute to go. France must hit back straight away. They have to be next if they're to give themselves a chance. This is gutsy from Australia. Gracino for Yengo. Goes through, and she's got Jason just bounced off the chest. Nassa drags her down, though. Great covering tackle from Balanassa. Quick ball for France. Neeson cut off the option, and now creating the space straight up the middle for Joanna Grise. France are not done yet.
Oh, wow, France, what a player to have coming on, Joanna Grise. Fantastic impact there. You could see that they had that overlap. But in the end, it was just a short little lift to this lady. And they've got the points.
29-26. Australia clinging on. France have to regain possession here. Anticipation, desperation, it's gone too deep. Australia's going to get this, they're going to get it out of there, and they are going to wrap up one of their great title wins. All sorts of adversity they didn't expect, and you get the sense that this one means the most.
Oh, devastation for France, but elation for Australia. I mean, anytime you win a final, you earn it, but to go down, a player down for a whole second half, and not only keep hold of that lead, but also score in that time as well. That is incredible commitment, that is incredible work ethic. Well-deserved win.
From 22-0 up, Australia cling on from the absolute depths. And it took one of their newest players, in fact their newest player, Caitlin Shave, to win it for them. What a finish, 29-26.